What is up, guys? Shinchi42 here. Today in Rise of Kingdoms, we're going to talk about the troop movement. Now, we had an update and allows us to have a click and drag movement for our troops. It's not going to be point and click anymore. There's a lot more things going on in this game. Now, some of the things that we're going to talk about is the old way of moving troops, and then the click and drag movement, and then clicking multiple units all at once, and also evading attacks from resource nodes, and also accidental movement. So we're going to talk about 5 things here that are very important about troop movements. Now, if you also have any additional information or you want to share, make sure to leave that down in the comment section below and let the community know, and let me know as well. Share it to me. Anyway, guys, if you guys want to see more content about Rise of Kingdoms, subscribe to the channel and turn the notification on, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So with the old method, you have to click a city to move your troops. Let's say I'm clicking here on Saichin City, and I have to click my commander here for my troops to move. And it would be the same thing if I need to move to a flag or resource nodes. The same thing, it has to be a point and click type of situation. Now, with the new update, there is now that you can do is a click and drag. So I'm going to start camping my troops in here. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to click and drag, and I can drag it to a resource node or into a building. So going into building, as you can see, I just click and drag, and as you can see, there's a blue icon there, and there's a flag as well. And if I want to click and drag towards the map, now I can do that. I can just freely go anywhere in the map. I could go to and hide in this forest right here, in the dense forest, or I can just like go over here and hide my troops. Now I don't need to do the point and click. So back then in the old update, in the previous version, you have to click and point, and then you have to camp at the same time. So this way you can freely, there's a free movement now, which is amazing, guys. Now I can like attack the enemy as well by doing this, by just click and drag. Very similar to expedition mode. So as you can see, I am going to be attacking the barbarian now by doing the click and drag. And also in addition to that, if you click this attack towards the barbarians, you can see that there is now a feature about hold position after attack, and I can just uncheck that, and it would, if I continue to attack that, it would then go home. If I have that checked, it will hold this position after defeating the barbarians. This is a very good feature because this allows us to continuously maintain the consecutive attack that we have featured in this game. And basically what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be saving action points that way. So it is a great benefit for a lot of players that are like me, where I would just want to farm a barbarian and then kind of log off a little bit. But also there's a risk because you're putting out your commanders out there and somebody may or may not attack it. But if you are in a safer kingdom, you can do that. You can just attack a barbarian or even guardians. So even for guardians, this works very well. A lot of times after defeating that guardians, you're going to be going home. So let's take a look in here, the feature for the guardians, to give you guys an example. So if you're going to attack the guardian, you also have that feature to hold position after an attack. So that's amazing. You're definitely going to be able to just camp around it after you defeat it, and you're not going to go running and chasing around your commanders and making sure that they come back to the guardians. So this feature is very helpful, especially for the players that are lazy. So there we go, guys. It's going to be benefiting us. One thing that I do want to mention is that I'm playing on PC, so when I'm saying click, this is kind of in terms of tapping on your phone. So when I said click and drag, you can just tap and drag. Anyway, right now I have camped 3 units here. As you can see, there is 1, 2, and 3. Now, if I want to select all of these, I can just double tap or double click, and it would select all the units right now. So I can just drag them and move them together all at once. They're gonna move in synchrony. So that's how you guys can select for troops. So selecting them, and you can also bring them all to the flag. But we're gonna stop that for now. We're gonna go here, and you can also double tap and camp. And what happens if I do an emoji? Which one? Okay, so it's the person that you click. Say if I put emoji here, it would be this one. All right, that's cool. So another thing is that you can also select multiple units through here. Now, if I just click this right now by itself, it's not really doing anything. But what I need to do is click this reinforce instead and click that. And as you can see, there is a select all. Now, what I'm going to do is it calculates the time as well, just to let you guys know. What I'm going to do is I don't want to have Sarka here to go into the flag, which I can do is like unselect her and then have everybody march that way. Now, if I want to defeat a barbarian, let's go find a barbarian real quick. I can do the same thing. If I'm going to go in and attack, hold position if I want to. And you can see I can select all, and then I can remove Sarka, and then they can all march together. And it's going to be all three of them. So I hope that's kind of helpful for you guys if you guys are trying to figure things out in the game. Another thing is if you are farming, so we're gonna send our farmer right here, Sarka. As you can see, she is farming. There is no way for me to move her right now. So to verify this, we're going to send a unit to farm. So as you guys can see, if I am farming, I can't just click and drag here. There's no way, guys. So if I'm being attacked, I have to literally have to click here. And if I want to move them out, I have to do this, right? So, you know, move them out like this, right? But there is another way. There's another trick to this one. So this is the, you know, if you want to evade an attack, what you need to do is that you need to move your troop. You see this icons here with your commanders. You can actually click and drag through here. So easy, guys. So if I want to click and drag from my Sarka going to this one, I can do that as well. But now if I need to cancel it, how do I do that? I don't think there's a way to cancel it, so you have to go back in. So there's no way to cancel it. I just, you know, maybe you guys know how to do it, but apparently I still don't know. So another thing that I've been having a problem on the phone by holding the phone like this, and if I want to go back to the home screen, I have to either slide up from the bottom. What happens usually with mine is that I accidentally swipe up from here, and I would eventually like end up moving my commander each time I do this. So one thing that I kind of want to give you an advice, depending on how big your phone is, or if you're using a tablet, I would advise to swipe from this area. I also want to let you guys know I'm using Android, so maybe this is one of a issue that I have. I am using a Note 9 cell phone. But my advice to you guys is to do your drag for your navigation bar over here in this side so that you would not touch your commanders and accidentally camp them outside, and you know it will eventually get defeated by another player. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have learned something new here, guys. And let me know if you guys have any other tips or tricks that you guys want to share out to the community, or just want to share it out to me. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you again on the next video.